Sunday it ends on February 22nd. It's closed Sunday. Remember that. The 18th and Monday, the 19th for President's Day, but go out and get a little bit early. Nikki is pushing Democrats to vote. She wants Democrats because she's not getting the Republicans. And the Democrats aren't going to do that. She did the same thing in New Hampshire. They allow Democrats to vote in the Republican primary. You ever hear that one? Well, I need to say you have a little bit of that too, but not as severe. But she's pressing the Democrats. Details are sc.donaldjtrump.com. So in conclusion, together we are taking on some of the most menacing forces and vicious opponents our people have ever seen. We've never seen anything like what's happening on our people. And the danger from within is far greater, in my opinion, than the danger on the outside of our country. That's danger, but this is serious danger. The fascists, the communists, the serious socialists. We don't even talk about socialism. Remember I said, we will never have a socialist country. I was right. We skipped over socialism. We went right down to communism. It's horrible what's happening. But no matter how hateful and corrupt the communists and criminals we are fighting against may be, you must never forget this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. This is your home. This is your heritage. And our American liberty is your God-given right. From Columbia to Conway, from Greenville to Garden City, and from Foley Beach to Myrtle Beach, we stand on the shoulders of South Carolina heroes who crossed the oceans, settled the continent, tamed the wilderness, laid down the railroads, raised up those big, beautiful skyscrapers. I did that. Won 2 world wars, defeated fascism and communism, and made America the single greatest nation in the world. That has the highest inflation in 50 years, where banks are collapsing and interest rates are skyrocketing. Likewise, we are a nation where energy costs have reached the highest levels in our history, where we are no longer energy independent or energy dominant as we were just a few short years ago. We are a nation that is begging Venezuela and others for oil. Please, please, please help us, Joe Biden says. Yet we have more liquid gold under our feet than any other country anywhere in the world. We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be reducing their oil production while at the same time substantially increasing the price. And we met that threat by announcing that we will no longer be drilling for oil in large areas of Alaska or elsewhere on our land. We are a nation that is considered by the radical left's Green New Deal. Yet everyone knows that the Green New Deal is fake. It is the Green New Scam. It's the Green New Scam. And it will lead to our destruction. We are a nation whose leaders are demanding all electric cars, despite the fact that they don't go far, they cost too much, and whose batteries are produced in China with materials only available in China, when an unlimited amount of gasoline is available inexpensively in the United States, but not available in China. And now we are a nation that wants to make a revered and very powerful, magnificent army tanks, considered the best in the world, all electric, so that despite the fact that they are also not able to go far. Fewer pollutants will be released into the air as we blast our way through enemy territory in an environmentally friendly way. And they also want to make our fighter jets with a green stamp of energy savings go losing 15% efficiency, but allowing us to keep our enemy's atmosphere clean of emissions as we viciously and unceremoniously attack them at levels they've never seen before. Who are these people that would do this to us? Who are these people who would ruin our country? We are a nation that ended oil exploration and production in the United States of America just as the price of oil reached an all-time high. What other country would do such a foolish and self-destructive thing? We can be energy independent, and we can even be energy dominant, and yes, quickly says that. President Trump is saying we will be energy dominant very soon. We are a nation that surrendered in Afghanistan, leaving dead soldiers, American citizens, and $85 billion worth of the finest military equipment anywhere in the world, and also abandoning Bagram, one of the biggest military bases anywhere in the world, and only 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons. And we are a nation that allowed Russia and Ukraine to fight, killing hundreds of thousands of people, and it will only get worse. It would never have happened with me as your president, and for 4 straight years, it didn't happen. Likewise, the horrifying attack on Israel would never have happened. They wouldn't even have thought of doing such a horrible thing if President Trump was in the Oval Office. Iran was broke under Trump and the Trump administration. They didn't have the money to fund Hamas and Hezbollah and all of the other instruments of terror. They had no money at all. But those sanctions were lifted by the corrupt Biden administration, and now Iran is a rich country with $200 billion and another $6 billion for hostages. Think of it, $6 billion.